Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Miami University esports stream where today we are doing the Spring 2025 ESC Championship. My name is Xander Illis-Lewis, and with me here I have Lucky from Ball State.
Yeah, I'm so excited to cast this ESC match. Not only is this my first time casting Overwatch for ESC, but this is my first time casting at Miami and being on this campus. But I like it. It's a very similar feel to Ball State, may I say. It's got that small town kind of like suburban feel. I really like walking around it.
Yeah, today there's going to be some good matches today, but on your note, a little bit bad weather for the
weekend.
Yeah,
it is a bit rainy.
A lot of teams have been complaining about that, but we make do with what we get. It is Ohio, which is one of the
I love
states.
Ohio.
It's great. The weather, not so much. But yeah. But on the other note of the games, today we will be having Northeastern versus Northern Illinois on this game today to further stream. And if y'all want to watch another game, Miami against WNU, I believe, over on the A stream, which will be on ESC's personal Twitch, which you can go over there, watch that, play them side by side. Who knows, over two different windows. Whoever you want to do, just make sure to support all the teams today. We're looking for some good competition. And I think we're going to look at the bracket here in a few moments.
Yes.
And then later, I think, after this will be Kent State against BGSU for our winners round 1 third match, and then losers round 1 will be happening tomorrow. But after this, also winner semifinal, Ball State against the winner of WMU and Miami will be happening around the same time as the Kent State and BGSU esports match as well. So stay tuned for that. Ball State is looking like to be the team to win this, if not NEU or in Ball State, definitely the top teams here at this competition currently. Those two going back and forth quite a lot, I believe.
Yeah, and I've talked a little bit with Pooter Scooter actually, a little bit yesterday. He's feeling very confident. They have Shocker back for this tournament, and they are feeling like they can take on any team at this tournament, even Northeastern or Ball State. So even though Miami's in that 5th seed, they have their flex DPS returned for them. So don't count them out at all. And Kent State as well, making that late season run to put themselves in the 3rd seed. Both of those teams are real threats to win this tournament.
Yeah, but don't forget any underdogs though, who knows. You will see that we don't have an AP, and that's because Ohio State, I believe, did drop out because of some time errors or anything like that, but that gives Ball State that bye up there, which also kind of shifted the bracket around a little bit, because Ball State was originally, I think, supposed to face the winner of Kent State and BGSU. Interesting.
And we do actually have this whiteboard behind us and some lovely markers. So before the cast started, we were trying to brainstorm some fun games that we can do just to wait for them to make the lobbies and stuff. What are we thinking? Do we want to draw a map and you have to guess what it is?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
We'll start with control because that will probably be the.
Okay, I have to draw a control map. Okay.
It's not that bad.
Okay. Okay, I'll think of. Okay, I'm just gonna do a pretty basic one. I'm not going my water bottle. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Early guess, Ilios.
I need to write. Wait. No, yeah, you just got it. I was about to draw Ilios Control Center.
It's the most. Wait, Control Center. They don't have control. That's Lijiang.
Oh, I'm stupid. I was about to draw Lijiang Control Center. I confused those two.
Yeah, you're just gonna make the center portion and then circle
Okay.
around.
I'm gonna draw either a hybrid or an escort map. That's what I'll draw.
Oh god.
So we'll be attacking. So this is here, and then it's like this, and it's like this.
It's gonna be like the NASCAR thing.
And this is first. This is first one.
one.
Oh, I should have drawn circuit. And then there's like there's a big thing here, and there's. I don't want to say what these are to give too much away. But there's like a path here, and then there's like catwalk here, and then this goes into like here, and there's like goes into here, and then you have second point, which just kind of curves like this, and then we have third point, which curves back up. Shoot. Okay. So that's like the general layout of the map. Now I can start drawing some details.
My first guess was Blizzard World, but the catwalk doesn't make sense.
No, yeah, this not. So it's just. And this is the cart path. Okay. And then, okay, a little bit of help. This is gas station.
Oh.
If that's a pretty big. That's a nice hint right there. And then.
Wait, is this Route 66?
This is Route, yeah.
Then you said gas station. The gas station gotta give it away, but then I looked and like, there's only one map where it's just they just literally just snake up to the left.
Yeah.
Because usually like the reason Blizzard World left my mind is because it's pretty much a half circle on second.
Yeah. You wanna draw one?
See if I can
I'm gonna be so bad at guessing these. Let me
I'm
just
gonna be bad at drawing.
Let me say that first. I'm gonna be so bad at guessing these.
I'm gonna be bad at drawing. Attack is spawn. So make that.
Okay, I gotta get this nice little square. Is this the payload route, I assume?
Yes.
Is that first point?
This is first point. Whenever I do that, it'll be for the next point. So.
Oh, that's an interesting first point. Oh, is it Midtown?
No.
Okay, second point. Oh, you might have to stand up.
No.
Oh, we're out of room. Oh, the headset cable might not allow
that's
it.
the ending.
Okay. Oh, that ending is interesting.
Yeah. If you know.
Oh, is this Savannah?
No.
No? Really? Oh no, yeah.
If
The
you
first
know,
point's like Savannah.
I will tell you this now. There's like a centerpiece here.
It's a center.
It's more of like you go around and then up.
Oh.
On first point. And then like there's like high ground here.
The third point is.
Like building.
Oh yeah, the ending of third point. So is it like Oh, is that Dorado?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third point. That's the only third point like that.
Yeah, because you just go up and then up.
Around the See, on Kiriko, I love climbing over that wall and just shooting back lines for free. That's the most fun thing to do. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just drawing the lines of the payload because that's the only way I can figure it out.
Okay. This is gonna be a super interesting map to draw. You have a mega here. It's actually more like this, I guess. There's a mega here. This is point.
Is this control?
This is control map.
Okay.
And then you have
I'm just like
it's like a little outshoot here, and there's like a little bridge. And there's like an outshoot here it connects to.
Oh. Is this Nepal?
It's not Nepal.
You see the bridge? I thought of that one point
Yeah.
in the village in the middle.
And then I guess so there are symmetrical maps. So there's a temple-ish sort of thing here, and there's a mega inside of it. Either a mega or a mini, I can't remember, but there's something. And then there's just a bunch of like cover and stuff here.
Oh, is this Busan?
It's not. I will. We have already guessed it, but like more specifically, like what part of?
Oh, is it Ilios?
It is Ilios, and then what do you?
Ilios
Which one? More specifically?
Oh, this is Ruins.
Yeah, it's ruined. Yeah.
Yep, I realize that now. You said Ruins, I'm just like, oh, yeah, the temple thing.
Yep, temple thing, the little bridge on the outside.
See, I kept wanting to say Nepal mostly because for some reason my brain kept going to the village map, and then for the
oh yeah.
what was the other one? For some reason I wanted to say the battle royale map or the deathmatch map where it's the Paris.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to say Paris because the inside part that you go outside.
Oh, where's the eraser gone? There. Okay. It's a fun little game we got going here.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the lobbies to be made, everyone.
Yeah.
Just trying to have some fun with the little bit of Overwatch knowledge. So yeah, so I'll just do. We'll do capture point. Okay, so.
Wait, 2CP?
No, not 2CP.
Oh, okay.
We haven't.
I have not played 2CP. I have not played 2CP.
Play. I mean, the only real one is either Temple of Anubis or Hano.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody. Yeah. Are we playing those today?
No. Clash is out now. Yeah. Clash was such a bad game.
It just wasn't just last season. OWC that was bad. So we'll have spawn door. It's gonna be capture point. So
okay,
so
I see.
They come out of spawn door. Go straight. Here's the capture point. There's also a side entrance like this. Looking around here. Like a gate. And here comes the Pela out of the building. Goes this way.
Oh, Kings?
Yep.
Nice.
I just started winding through the city streets.
Yeah. Yeah, but you started like staking through. I'm like, there's only one thing that could be.
Yeah, there's really only one map where you have to actually turn corners that much.
Nice. Now let's make it more difficult. I'm gonna draw an Overwatch character.
Oh,
and let me say, I am terrible at drawing. Let me just put it out.
See, maybe draw details of their character and not the actual like. You can draw like their ability.
Oh, like an ultimate icon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest here, we're probably not the most artistic people in this building.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Wait, that makes it more interesting. Okay, I'll draw a cooldown. Okay.
A cooldown. Oh god. See, there's so many characters.
I'll do a really easy one.
Oh, sleep. Anna.
Let me do an actual.
Yeah. See, some of them will be very obvious.
Oh, what does anything look like though? I'm completely blanking on what any cooldowns look like.
You can do ultimates are more just something that has to do with their character. Like just Pictionary with the character and you have to guess it. Is this from Russia?
That is from Russia, yeah.
Yeah, the vortex.
Yeah. That's a really good guess from you. That's a good guess.
I'm just like
that's really good.
Well, how much teams are gonna be playing it today? That's one you probably have to know.
Sure.
Yeah, and then
I see. So you think of a character and you just draw stuff that relates to it.
Relates to the character.
Gotcha. Okay, I like that.
Okay, this is one that a lot of people.
Oh, and you guys can at home can play along in chat as well.
Yeah. Okay, so. I mean, I'm trying to think of an easy but slash hard one. Okay, a lot of this. So.
Okay.
I'm trying to draw it correctly. It's hard. Okay, I'm gonna keep drawing ability icons on, so just.
What?
This is hard.
Yo. Okay, hold on.
I mean, if you know what you know. Okay, the equivalent. I'm gonna draw the equivalent. Okay, I'm just gonna write this. But no.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I better hold on.
Oh, Tor.
No.
No? Really?
Look at what the other images are.
I just saw the hammer and thought Tor. I don't know. Oh, is it Brig then? Is it? I don't know. Not many people use like hammers, so is it Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's shield and that.
Oh,
like
shield. I see. Okay.
And I couldn't remember what was inside the shield thing.
I like that. Okay. I got a good one.
Oh, Sim.
That's it.
Oh wait, no, Laurie.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a little violent.
Well, for some reason I thought back to when Sim had the shield generator.
Oh yeah.
But that was like 4 years. Or like 8 years ago. Oh, this is gonna be in the Overwatch lore.
Oh.
If you know the old.
I know a little bit of Overwatch lore. Oh, it's a mug, so is it Sojourn?
No,
No.
well, it's not supposed to be like a line. It's supposed to be like one container. And then a lid.
Okay.
And then how can I? Okay, hold on.
Some people are peeping through the window.
Trying to remember. God, this is so hard to draw. It's like a lid. It's
Okay.
a container. And these are supposed to be like peanuts.
Peanuts. Like peanut butter?
Yes.
So it's Winston.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway, the most basic type thing in the
Nice.
game.
Okay, we have map B-roll. I think I'm gonna draw one more because I have a good one in mind, and then we can
We
go.
can head to.
Alright, let's do. Oh, this one's gonna be really hard to draw, I realize. So this. Oh, this is okay. Okay, this that, and then you go this, and then
Football?
what?
Is it a football?
No, it's like you go like, and then it. I don't want to give too much away. I'll draw more abilities. I don't want to give too much away. So this is another one. So I'm trying not to like give too much away.
Is that a wall climb?
Kind of.
Wait, is this hazard?
It's not hazard. And then this is so that's a CD. That's a CD. This is a passive. Alt is
Oh, is this Lucio?
not Lucio. Oh, this alt is very badly drawn. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a support player.
Support.
Yep. So these are the cooldowns. This is the ultimate. This is the passive. So that's a double jump passive. That's why I try to draw the space bars.
Wait, double jump passive. Oh, is this Juno?
It's Juno, yeah, the hyper ring.
Oh, the typer.
Yeah.
I thought it was an object.
Oh no, I was trying to go like through it. I should have drawn the
Oh.
arrow better. I don't know. Okay. So we do have map B-roll, so let's throw in some map B-roll. We get to take a look at the map that we're playing first.
So
And we
got
get
Busan.
Busan. Nice. That's a very interesting one.
Yeah. Kind of a little bit of a popular one amongst a lot of people. It's not a fan favorite, but one everyone is not really mad to play on really.
Exactly.
Most of the time. But let's just say it's not as fun as Li Jiang.
Yeah, no, Li Jiang is. I think the controls that people love the most are probably Li Jiang.
In Ilios.
And Ilios, yeah. Samoa and Busan are kind of just like, they're whatever, you
and
know.
then nobody likes the ball.
Yeah, no, I can't even remember a map of Nepal.
I can remember all of them just because we've played through all of them so much regular season, and you're always pretty much guaranteed to control.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like they need to add a little bit more control, in my opinion, since people, honestly, it's probably a lot of people in this game's favorite game mode.
Yeah, I feel like not push, escort and hybrid, since they create such long games, it could be like way more competitive. You know, you could get like double overtime or something. Or like you have a super long first point hold, and then the other team responds to the super long first point hold or something.
Yeah.
So
It's ones that can go on. I remember back in Overwatch 1 when they still did every time you got a minute.
Mhm.
By God, the 18 to 16 Kings Row games in Diamond
Jeez,
Plus
that's
wild. Like when a
insane.
game goes up, like I'm sorry, but I'm not playing League. I shouldn't be in this game for an hour and 25 minutes. Some games back then really went a long ways, and that's why a lot of times, all the newer games they've released kind of are games that can go quite quickly depending on if you're better than the other.
Flashpoint very quick.
Yeah, Flashpoint can go very quick. Push as well, you can just steamroll within 5 minutes sometimes.
Yeah, same with the Clash. I mean, you can
Yeah.
finish a Clash game in 2 minutes essentially.
Yeah, it's very, very fast-paced game modes. But the other thing with push is that sometimes it's so back and forth, and then just one mistake, it's like, okay, well, this is GG.
Yeah, that's
Like sometimes you can feel it from the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like the push. Is that you have one bad fight and you essentially lose the rest of the game. Because push is interesting because it's not, who can outperform the other the entire game. It's who can have the best performance at a solo point in the game. You know, who can push the robot furthest and then not let the opponent do that back to them.
And here we are.
It's raining just like it is here.
Yeah. This is very, very reminiscent. But we have Northern Illinois against Northeastern. I recognize some of these names from the regular season. Frisco on Northeastern on the Hazard. Seems both teams are running this little bit of a Hazard comp, which honestly we might be expecting a little bit, quite a bit of Hazard here today.
I don't want to see Hazard meta come back.
I do not. But at the same time, where things are going, and we still do have the April Fool's googly eyes, I believe, which will be really fun. And it does seem like we have a little bit of lag here, but we'll make do with it. And very fast-paced team comes along.
Hey there.
Northeastern is running. We know what so they're cool. They're really well. Bit of a trade there. We're better than that.
That's a great shot there from Hedwig, just holding this sniper spot, and no one on Northern Illinois is able to force her off. So Hedwig is simply just holding it and finding the picks that she has to. Frisco's able to get 2 with his right-click block to finish off the team kill. And now Northeastern with that first cap now puts the ball in Northern Illinois' court. You know, how can NIU respond to this, and how much time are they going to let them cap? And actually, Gooby switches off Hazard just to the Doomfist. Very interesting pick here, and they pick Sombra as well. So complete comp change for them, only keeping the trace of the Kieran Lucio, and he's just getting trapped in his corner, trying to stay alive with his block. Cannot for any longer. He will fall, and the rest of the Northern Illinois team will fall with him.
Very, very good on the side of Northeastern. There's no need to collapse onto that. Onto Gooby when he puts it a little over extension there, but also good on the Hazard, hitting the really blocking off any chance of escaping. But also Northern Illinois, I don't mind their comp here and what they're going into, but Hedwig switching off that widow, realizing that he will need Dove every time, and instead going to that free hit. He gets out the dive a little bit. Oh, what a wall there from Briscoe.
Yeah, here we go. The Suzu is actually used by Northern Illinois. That flips the advantage for Northeastern for this fight. Douglas looking for the kill on the flip-flop. He is going to find it. Douglas finds another kill with that dash onto Allegro. The Kitsune comes out from QG Hop, and Northeastern will just clean up the rest of that fight. Now it's 65% unanswered, Cap.
Yeah, something to point out here, though. Northern Illinois really hasn't built any else, but Northeastern's built 2 in the same amount of time that Northern Illinois really only built 1. Like the only time here. A little bit, definitely going to be something to change how these rounds go here.
Yeah, now we have Aussie looking for an early stick with that pulse bomb maybe. Gets a little help though. Not using that recall just yet. Knows that he has to save. And once again, the Suzu is used from Northern Illinois already. Hedwig is able to find the first onto Hayes. Douglas uses that Dragon Blade. Hedwig finds 2 more. 4K for Hedwig, matter of fact. Even though it was Ducklin that used the Dragon Blade, Hedwig is able to clean up the mess. I don't believe Northern Illinois have a touch. Northeastern will win the first point on Control Busan.
Very dominant there from Northeastern. Really, honestly, good positioning for the team all around, but Hedwig knowing to really back up and play positions where the team has to kind of just throw away their position advantage and really any combat. When that happens, Dublin just dies on the backline, and then Frisco having also very good utility usage as well, like knowing to save that block when it's really important. And also Q-Hop, I didn't really see Q-Hop at all the entire time. He was hiding that whole first fight the whole time.
Yeah, as a flex support player myself, you really don't want the camera on you, because if the camera's not on you, then you're not making mistakes. Sometimes on flex support, you just have to play it to not make mistakes. You know, keep your teammates alive and just do what you have to do. Use your cooldowns at the right time and don't use them too early in fights. Here we go. Already we're on the point of view of Hayes. Once again, Hedwig looking for early off angles. Allegro's all the way on the other side of the map. That's a great off angle, great surround build by Northern Illinois here. They did just lose that first point, but they're coming out swinging already. Frisco used that violent lead to try to take some space, but Northern Illinois has a lot of space right now, pushing Northeastern all the way back into their spawn. Not quite their spawn, but all the way back onto their side.
This is a very big rotation all the way around.
Yeah, no one has died quite yet. Just as I say that, Gooby and Ducklet fall. That's a good trade on the side of Northeastern as they trade the DPS for a tank. PUG Hop's going to be able to TDP now into the fight, heal her tank, and use the Suzu to just clean up as Frisco and Hedwig are able to find the kills. Hayes tries to stay as long as possible to prevent that point from happening, but there's not much he can do.
Yeah, Hedwig's really just cleaning up there. Something to point out here is that it's kind of unlucky on the side of Illinois. They are getting these trades, but it's just worse trades than for them. I mean, a tank or a DPS isn't very good there, and they kind of just got steamrolled the rest of the way down. So we'll see this trying to recontest here, trying to regroup. But they did get a lot of ultras there, but Northeast is way more because Gooby went down so early. Oh, that's looking really bad for Allegro. Duckton is so dangerous in that trade, so that's a wonderful big on the side of Illinois. If you're going down that early, it is a lot of lost utility on the side of
yeah, now Northern Illinois have to use that pick they got and see if they can take that and turn it into an advantage. But no, Frisco and Hedwig are able to find kills of their own, so even though they started the fight down their Lucio, they're still able to win it. Although Gooby and Flip-Flop, does not quite. Northeastern, what they did, they lost that Lucio early, so what they did, they just invested the Kitsune Rush. We're still able to win the fight. Hedwig is holding them in their spawn. Take as much space as you can, really.
Frisco went in for that aggressive play and it worked out, hitting I believe 2 of Northern Illinois' members with the hazard ult. Very good there. Austin getting a little bit caught out. Frisco hunting him down.
Yeah, the Kitsune, the Dragon Blade comes out, the Sound Barrier. So many ults being traded. The first one to die though is Aussie from Frisco's violent lead. 70% cap now from Northeastern. Northern Illinois have to go very quickly. The rain comes out from Goofy. Does that find any value? He's so low. Can Northeastern find the kill on him? They do. QG Hop is able to find the headshot. That just might be it for Northern Illinois. They might just lose the first map. And that Sound Barrier from the Lucio kind of cements that is a fight lost. Northern Illinois haven't touched. The only one alive is Flip-Flop. And I don't think that Kiriko is going to be quick enough to get there in time. Unless Hayes can get back. Oh no, Gooby is able to spawn on a Doomfist though. So he does get the touch. Play still online. This is not over. Northeastern cannot be lazy, and they do get caught out just a little bit because Northern Illinois looks like they might be able to win this fight. Austin though, on low health, Duckland able to win the Genji 1v1, able to get 2 kills. Duckland's able to get 3 kills to finish out the first map. That should just be a Northeastern win now. I don't believe Northern Illinois have another touch. They're going to try their best to. No, they made it close, but just in the end couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, that was wonderful there. Duckland kind of came through there. It was just kind of assassinating targets because they were all too focused on the tank, the hazard too much, and they kind of collapsed on him. Like Duckland just kept dashing through them all. They really had to get him down there, but he just kind of found a health pack, was the only full health character in that fight. Managed to hit the dub.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that really good effort there from Northern Illinois at the end. Getting to that point and good switch on the Doomfist kind of almost gave them that capture percentage. They did cap it a little bit there, but unfortunately Duckland just running around on that Genji that he's so well known for and wreaking havoc.
Yeah, they found the flip. Gooby on that Doomfist was able to find the flip over to their side, so they did actually get like 6% cap at the end of the game, I believe, but just wasn't quite enough. The great touch from Gooby, the double DPS ultimate, you saw the Dragon Blade and the Overclock come out. It looked like Northern Illinois had a good chance to, but Duckland, as you said, on that Genji, every single time he gets a kill, he gets that dash reset. So he's able to just zip around point, having a very, very strong brawl, very, very hard to kill.
Yeah, and also the perks coming to mention here too is that they did give Genji a little bit of a perk buff because I think it is on his bleed.
Yeah, his lifesteal. Yeah,
his lifesteal. It's so much greater now, and that kind of pushed Genji to like a high tier character position now. So really, a lot of teams will be running him today. Yeah. So we should be seeing a lot of that. Which honestly, Genji, kind of fan favorite character to watch. Really high skill character. Granted, I know a lot of hit-scan players ain't too happy about that.
Yeah, I know. At least for me, I don't know why. Whenever I'm 1v1ing a Genji, I can never hit him. Genjis are just so hard to 1v1 with the double jump and all the wall climbs and the deflect especially too. It's so annoying.
See, sometimes with hit scans, you actually don't want to use double jump as much because it kind of telegraphs it a lot.
Yeah,
especially when they know which way you're going to be falling. Like sometimes jumping is a bad thing, so it's better to just kind of, because you're already a low crouching character usually. So it gives you a little bit of an advantage there. But that was really as we expected, a really dominant performance there for Northeastern. And we don't know what map 2 will be yet. I believe it is either...
I assume map 2 is always a hybrid, right?
Hybrid or...
I believe because it's usually Blizzard World or it's usually
See, I don't know. I was thinking Flashpoints. That's usually map 3.
Flashpoint's map 3, yeah.
Yeah, map 4.
And then I don't remember the last map casting.
I can't remember the last time I casted map 4 either.
Yeah,
it's gonna be honest.
It's been a long time.
3.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I think a very dominant performance there from Northeastern.
Yep.
Very good on both sides. Good effort there from Northern Illinois. They have to figure something out here with this comp because I'm gonna be honest here. I had to call out the hazard on the side. I don't know how I've already got the name. The hazard on the side of Northeastern is so aggressive.
No, sorry. Frisco.
Frisco is so aggressive on that hazard.
Yeah.
All like he got every time. It was usually him getting the first pick in the backline. Even when he died, he got a pick that was good enough to where, hey, y'all can win this without me now. Like he's just so dominant on that.
Something's happening up there.
I think the first game ended for the other stream as well. So
Yep.
who knows what happens with that? But we will see later on.
A lot of clapping, so I assume Miami took it. Unless there's a lot of unless there's a lot of WMU out there, people watching. But we are at Miami, so I assume there's a bigger Miami crowd. I could be
Probably
completely
not
wrong though. You guys would have to
Who
compliment
knows?
that.
We're in a silent enclosed space. Right
Yeah.
now.
We're nice
Can't
and
really-
secluded. Hey, we have a great view of the other half of this building out this window.
Yeah, I have a great view of the same building
Yep.
covered in rain.
Yep. I can look at some nice classrooms. Yeah.
Don't. That's not.
It's not other meeting
That's a
rooms.
storage closet.
The what?
That is a storage closet.
Oh, it's a storage closet. Gotcha. So Harry Potter might be there. Trapped in his storage closet. I don't know.
Oh no. It's me.
Poor Harry.
Yeah. Yeah. So we do not know map 2. Probably going to be escort push on or not push.
It's usually a Kingsville or a Blizzard World. Those are what we usually say.
Yeah. I will say something that we did see a lot during our regular season wasn't even those two, if I remember correctly. I think we ran a lot of circuit. Circuit
interesting.
Royale was the main one.
Huh.
Miami ran a lot during regular season. And then honestly, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest. If we're doing map dance, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Dorado. Like Dorado would be interesting.
Oh,
With
Dorado.
with the current meta happening right now, with Genji being so strong, being able to use high grounds, and of course, Sojourn and Widow being also very powerful, could be an interesting map to play through. So.
Well, I guess the question is ESC rules? Is it just it's only escorts, or is it only hybrids, or is it escorts or hybrids for map 2?
I do not know.
Because I thought it was only hybrids for map 2. So I think we're only confined to like King's Row stuff, Blizzard World, maybe the Paraiso. Is that how you? Padicio. Okay.
Yeah, that one. I hate that map.
You don't like it?
Usually I'm forced to either play Diva or Winston.
Hey, Diva is a fun character to play.
Diva's a fun character to play until they go full beams. When you're in,
So
when you're in the
Sims,
ladder,
Zarya.
when you're in the ladder, people do not care about meta.
Yep.
So.
They'll just play Sims, Zarya. Yeah.
And then meanwhile, I have a life weaver Mercy.
Yeah. I feel like the healing output on my team is so small. I wonder why that could be holds tab.
I
Get
wonder
Ana,
why.
please get me an Ana.
Yeah. Oh my god, Ana. We will be seeing quite a few Anas today, most likely. I will say, I wasn't expecting the Lucio Kiri to be so dominant
Yeah.
since that little patch.
I mean,
I didn't expect it to really come out this early.
it seems like there's just kind of like 4 support cores, and if you don't run one of them, you're throwing. Lucio Kiri is one of the most dominant, so versatile. Not only do you have the Lucio to help support the DPS on off angle, can help dive with a tank. Kiriko can just do absolutely everything in the game. She can play poke, she can play dive, she can brawl with her new Fortune Teller perk. But then you also have Juno Brig, was very, very strong. Right before Hazard was released, you saw a lot of Juno Brig, all of the dive comps, or some not dive comps, brawl comps, and then on those dive comps, you saw the Ana Brig come out. And then even recently, this is very recent, just when Simtor was becoming meta, about a month ago, the Juno Lucio was being played. The double speed support comp, which I found really interesting, and it's very fun to watch him play.
It's fun to play Ryan with. I found that out during ladder climbing about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, another thing that a lot of teams I saw was that apparently Judo Ana, which is a ridiculous heal comp in terms of just the sheer amount of healing they can
insane.
And also the team like abilities that they bring as well. Because I'm gonna be honest, anti a lot of the time makes or breaks fights. Yeah. Depending if your Ana can hit that anti. Yeah. It is so important. Like that's why one of my favorite players to watch on our team. On my team is Nitrous Oxygen.
Yep.
He is.
I've heard that name a lot since being here. Let me say.
The Ana game from him is beautiful. Like nades on Blizzard World across map from spawn into 3rd point, just beep. And then you see on the Genji just flying like hello.
And then the Ana Kiriko as well. That's one that Ball State runs a lot. When we run that double flex support comp, when we have Alphabet and Spencer in, We love playing that on a Kiriko. So.
Yeah, Anakiri is also Juno can usually be interchanged, but
Mhm.
with her most recent nerfs, we might see a little bit less of her.
Yeah,
Most
her ult got nerfed again, which is crazy.
It's like the fourth time. It's
Yeah,
like
I know.
great.
And I was playing Juno the other day, and I'm like, how do I not have my ultimate yet?
I will say the Maga nerf was very appreciated.
Yeah, that's always appreciated. And we do have map B-roll, so we can throw to that. We get to see what map it is. Blizzard Road, Kings Row. Kings Row, yes, we get to make Carlos so happy in the back room, as we know how much he loves Kings Row.
I feel like nobody can really hate Kings Row.
Well, he doesn't like it because it's so confined. It's hard to like find camera angles for.
Yes,
he's a producer.
it's very hard to find. But
Okay.
Kings Row at the same time, the play on is one that pretty much all the community loves. No one really is mad about it whenever they get played. I will say the only time I really did hate it was during Double Shield, because I'm gonna be honest, Treehouse was awful.
Yeah. No, Kings Row, especially first point, is really interesting because there's only one choke, which usually makes it very hard to push through. But just the way it's designed, how you can hop over the fence and play your cover well behind statue, it makes that first point more bearable. Like even though there's only one choke, it would seem terrible, but if we're able to play it right, it really provokes good strategy thinking. You know, how are we able to push through and use the statue for cover? You know, use that right side high ground for nice cover. No, maybe you have to push people out of theater. It just, there's so many different ways to attack that first point. It makes it really interesting.
Yeah, there's also the little area on the right side where flankers can go. I will say probably my favorite thing back when Overwatch League was really in its heyday back in the first season, stage 1, the Great Bamboozle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do not know what you're talking about. I'm excited though.
It was a team with the LA Gladiators, Surefour, which maybe you know that name, maybe you don't. He was playing. They decided to go Hanzo, shoot at the main door, and then he stayed in spawn. The rest of his team went all the way around left, like through the little hotel, went towards their spawn, went up to high ground. So it forced, I think it was at the time, LA Valiant to like force rotate into the open, but Surefour never left spawn. Switched to Widow, and then they're all in the open.
Oh, nice.
Plus he's get 3 kills and it's an easy cap from there.
Wow. Yeah, that's smart.
Like the most outlandish strategies you never think possible work in this type of play.
That's crazy.
Like just leaving someone in your spawn and then just going all the way back to the enemy spawn to just kind of force them rotating. Because otherwise you get shot in the back of the hotel. Which honestly, we see that a lot. Some teams usually like to bunker up there. We might be seeing a little bit of Widow on this map as well.
Yes.
Just because it is kind of the Widow map.
Yep. Well, essentially first point. Like usually for the first 5 seconds. I'd say the Widow map is probably Junkertown. Oh yeah, Junkertown and Circuit. Yeah.
Junkertown Circuit is usually just double snipers.
Yeah, that's true. You see the Widow Hanzo come out a lot.
Yeah, unless the enemy team is just running dive, which
But no, yeah, you mentioned pushing out the people that are pushing out hotel. Not taking space in hotel as an attacking team is usually a throw.
Yeah.
Just because they can pinch you from, they can have that pinch, hit you from behind, hit you from in front, and you have to clear hotel.
When you push that, you have to be able to get to that little mini room in there, get that controller, because otherwise you have like 1, 2, 3 angles you're dealing with, and sometimes even 4 if there's a tracer on the right side.
Yes.
You really have to be able to take the space there, and sometimes it's kind of better just kind of force the enemy team into that corner behind hotel.
Yes.
Going to the mansion, like especially if you're playing a really ballsy
you
game,
can kind of like,
and you kind of keep that like you basically split the point in half.
Yep.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah. And then you really want to build us around too. Take that high ground top right. So of course you have the first high ground, and then you want to transition that into that more deeper high ground. And if you're able to take that high ground and hotel, that is when you have a really good chance at capping that first point.
I will say something that a lot of teams get stuck on though. Not really the first point, but that first corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where there's that mega room and then the other mega room. A lot of the times, a lot of teams get stuck there. And there's also, I'm gonna be honest here, if they want to do a funny pick, Junkrat.
No, please, not the Junkrat. I was just telling you before this how much I hate Junkrat.
But on Kings Row, he's wonderful because you have those tight enclosed space.
Yeah, that's
true. You have better zone control.
Yeah.
Because the danger of a Junkrat is, you're playing Tracer. With the new
you're
perk,
dead. You're instantly
dead.
You're
in
just
one
dead.
shot.
There's nothing you can do. That's why I hate him so much.
And then also you can just Kobe traps into the back line.
Yeah. Conk mine over, into the back line, see if you can find. That might work.
On Kings Row is the most likely map to see a Junkrat. Probably still won't.
Or the Far or Echo. Flyers are really appreciated in
honestly, yes.
Kings Row as well.
Echo has been kind of coming back a lot. Echo has been doing pretty well the past few times. I've seen a little bit in the off on the regular season. But we probably will still just be saying that Sojourn, that Genji, the standard.
Anything but the Hazard, please.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that Hazard.
I thought we escaped Hazard meta. How are we back in it already? I don't know. I'm so confused. Like,
he hasn't even gotten a nerf or a buff.
No, he hasn't.
And his
His
perks
changed.
aren't that the craziest ones. They're good.
I don't even know his perks. I can't remember.
There's one where I think he gets a less cooldown on his dash.
Okay.
And then also he gets a longer wall climb, I believe. And then his other one, I think it has to do with his wall, like increases the size.
So they're like minimal.
They're minimal perks, but they're still good.
Yeah.
It's just the fact when you have a character right now like Ram who just has a little bit of a big buff there, and his perks are kind of wild.
Yeah, especially the healing vortex.
Oh my god.
I love just vortexing my feet and be like, try to kill me.
You ain't dying. And then also Orisa's still kind of a good character, even because she has so much survivability.
And she has that shield now for her major perk.
Yeah, that is all. But a lot of people don't. A lot of what I see is a lot of people just take the charged spear.
Yeah.
Because honestly, with Orisa, you kind of just want to kill the other one before you die.
The charged jab is very fun, I will say.
See, it's a little bit interesting though because the charged javelin, it went from being a projectile to a hit scan.
Did it really?
The normal javelin is a projectile because it has a curve on it, but the charged one is actually just a hit scan because it just goes straight. So aiming is a little different because you can actually pre-aim and look a little bit right, but now you just have to aim it directly at the person.
Interesting. I did not know that actually.
Yeah, I've heard the complaints from Puda Scooter as well.
I could
It's just you see him sometimes miss the direct spears like by a mile.
Yeah.
He's pre-aiming them the way that he has to do for normal spears. So, and I keep looking at that TV because usually at the cast stream for the A side, it is right there. So
That's all good.
Go with that. Yeah. So we'll see what we go into here in a few moments. We'll see what both teams decide to play. Kings Row, honestly, kind of expecting kind of brawl because dive is a little bit restricted on this map. So.
So I think the other team is playing Kings Row as well.
Yep.
So that's
honestly good pick because I'm gonna be honest with Hazard being okay right now. Blizzard World is a no-go.
Yeah.
Especially since a lot of teams like playing the bunker on Blizzard World as well.
Or the ball on Blizzard World sometimes because the ball. There is a point where
your team with ball wasn't running. I'm gonna be straight honest.
I hope it was.
Granted, I believe at that time our team was kind of just tilted, but also ball's annoying.
Yeah.
And I also don't think at that point Ana was that good.
Yeah, ball is. There was a point where ball looked to be like the meta. You know, if you can line up your slam, find a sojourn, rail headshot. There was a point, you know, if you have the team play to do it, ball can be really strong. But I feel like that fell out of meta pretty quickly. I don't think we're running the ball.
Honestly, he has too many counters now.
Yeah.
Honestly, with the addition of Hazard, it kind of killed him a little bit, just because of that wall, and then also with the perk system as well. They brought back a lot of character stunts, like McCree. He actually has the flashbang now, a little bit. Kind of.
Yes.
not as much, but it still is a big hindrance. And then also just overall stuns in general. Like on a hitting you get a slow after sleep dart.
Yep.
Not only that, but a lot of characters' situational perks just kind of screw them up. And then also Torb. Torb is annoying to play against ball.
Torb was so funny because like 3 months ago you would never expect Torb to be played ever. Like you're on Torb, oh you're throwing. And then
Korea played it in OWCS,
Yep.
and suddenly it's meta.
It's like, oh, wait, this works really well against Hazard, so let's just play Torb.
Yeah, because you just 3-tap his head with the right click.
Yeah, it's insane.
And also his perks ain't that bad.
His perks where you can place a turret anywhere or have a crazy overpowered turret when you overload,
Realistically, it's dependent really on what tanks the team's playing, usually. Like, I will say, usually if there's a shield tank or anything they have to shoot through, usually you don't pick the level 3 turret with the overload. Usually want to pick the little sneaky turret. Yeah, so now we are going into game.
Nice.
See what these teams decide to play.
Oh, the Pharah! Okay.
Ooh, Hedwig on the Ash. Oh, I remember that. Hedwig's Ash was very good back when we faced them. And Ducklin on the Genji again. Kind of a good pick because Genji on King's Row is very sneaky. Very sneaky.
So were a lot of subs made because Gooby's been swapped out for PK0. And I don't remember Plasmood, that name either.
Yeah, the healers are the same. Allegro's still there.
Yes.
The PK0.
Who was the Genji for I believe Northern Illinois did make 2 subs. PK0 and Plasma Mood have been subbed in. As you see, Northern Illinois is starting on attack, and yes, as what a lot of Widow players do, a lot of hit scanners do, they look for the early shot on that Widow and then instantly swap off if they cannot find anything.
We'll do this out of do. Seems like having this off angle there, and honestly, this is what we expected.
Yes.
Hazard is very strong in this first center right now. So
Yeah.
far, you're really gonna watch out there because there is the Ash, which can really push them down. Shiro falling really low there, so they can really find us the pick there. It's kind of this building all chart for both teams, but PK0 falling really low. They're just barely getting the heals into them. So yeah, I have to kite back a little bit here because of the amount of damage Henry is coming into PK0.
Yeah.
You can just see the difference in the tank play right now with the fact that Briscoe's already 43%, 50% really to his ult. PK0's not even at 20 yet.
Yeah, the shield comes out from PK0. They're going to take this base. They're forcing Ducklin out. Has to use his deflect to try to live. Plasma Mood is trying to find any shots he can onto Ducklin, but he is going to be able to escape without taking much damage at all. PK0 once again uses his shield to hold this high ground. Now they have cemented themselves in this top right high ground. This is what we said they have to do, but Hedwig is able to shoot Plasma Mood out of the sky. Frisco, with that punch form, is able to kill Allegra as well. Able to get PK0, and Northern Illinois took a lot of space there, but Northeastern just able to push him out.
Yeah, there's a big cleanup there after that first pick. That's the problem with running far into an Ash, especially one as good as Amos Hedwig.
Yes.
You really can't poke out like that and just fly into the air. Because you will get shot. You really got to play these corner walls just out of the sight. You can't really play with the screen as much. Because granted, the Hedwig is really the only thing that can really burst her down a lot on that Mara.
Yeah, now Plasma Mood, his goal on this Pharah is going to be try to fly up, fan some angles, find some damage onto the back line. You just want to be annoying, create space, and there is the Nano. The Bob comes out from both teams. Allegro, well, on that Tracer swap that I did not be able to mention, was able to kill Hedwig. Shiro, though, able to get a trade to Hayes. The Annihilation comes out from Frisco. That kills Flip-Flop. Annihilation is such a broken ult in close quarter maps like this, and that will just clean up the fight. Ducklin's able to get 2 of his own, and it was an even fight for a long time, but Annihilation is such a dominant ult right now.
Yep, and we got a little stagger there on the PK0, kind of buying them a little bit more time for it. 2 minutes and a half pretty much already gone for Northern Illinois. They really have to make something work here. That was very good on the side of Hedwig, popping that bomb, knowing he was getting the first one to over immediately. Just put another body on against the enemy team. Very good there. And Frisco waiting for that ult, waiting to pop that ult after I believe the nail ran out. Runs do a lot of damage there, but there is a lot of ults building up for Northern Illinois.
Plasma Mood might be able to find an off-angle barrage here if he can just quite get the angle. He might be able to look for it. He does, but he dies to Hedwig and PK0 or Frisco both expected. The Orbital Ray did come out from QG Hop, and that gave a little bit of space, but North Illinois is able to find not 1, not 2, but Ducklin with the Dragon Blade does so much damage, such a good DPS ult. And Northeastern are doing a really good job of staggering their ultimate account. Oh, good stick. Good false bomb.
Allegro was trying his hardest.
Wait, this fight's not over yet.
Oh,
the sound barrier though.
They're gonna have to kite that a while there, and that could give the rest of the team time to get there. And with the team out of it, that might just be the end of that fight. They just have to regroup again. Probably good idea for the Dio to just run and spawn, switch, and then get back, and then we'll get back.
Yeah, let me say Northeastern's doing a really good job of staggering their ults, using just 1 or 2 ults, at a time, allowing them to hold that defense, hold that space, keep Northern Illinois back. Northern Illinois just have to go all out at once, they might have to nano rally here just to try to get something going. There is the nano from Flip-Flop, or you're gonna see the rally used from Hayes as well. PK0 is now, there is the rally. Plasma Mood is so low though. Frisco has to use that hand form, he's close to Annihilation. If he gets that, that might just be it for Northern Illinois because once again, that ult is so strong. No one has died yet for either team this last fight, but Frisco uses Annihilation. That gets Flip-Flop, that gets Hayes. Both the supporters pull Illinois down. Yeah, it's going to be cleanup. Such a strong ult. Such a strong ult.
Allegro trying to make new hero. Allegro kind of being the star of this movie, but Frisco's just so well on this gun. I am blanking on words. Frisco just really strong on the, I almost said that, oh my god, the Ram.
Yes.
So beautiful. But also, kind of a little bit of misplays there, because a lot of the time, the healers just got caught out multiple times. Like, both Ducklin and Frisco just died to heroes backline without fail. They just walked past the tank. And while that's happening, PK0 and the rest of Northern Illinois aren't really doing the same to their backline. Like, it makes sense that they were both trading backline, really. But after that, Northern Illinois is just at a 3v5. They still get picked sometimes, but by the time it matters, they're only low health from the team coming back. So we'll see what they set do. Northeastern, maybe a little trying to play a little bit of a weird strat in order to get this quickly, but if Hedwig can find a shot early on, that could be GG for this match.
Yeah, Plazimoto. I just realized I've been saying that name wrong. Not Plazimood, Plazimoto on the Venture, which is a really interesting pick. I actually kind of like it. Able to do just really weird things, interesting things, especially because if Northeastern get that third tick onto point, then they instantly lose. So we know Venture has that dig and is able to hold point for a long time.
Yes, and then another point to make out though is that Allegro was probably the star of the show for Northern Illinois there on that offense, and he is on the Ash. We'll see what he can do against Hedwig, but usually Widow's kind of a better pick than Ash, and we'll see this little fight here. Nah, good on Allegro knowing not to take that play. Really wants to survive.
Yeah, Hedwig though, not switching off the Widow instantly, looking for deeper and deeper angles, just waiting, looking for a head to tap. Although we're gonna switch to PK0 now. In that round 1v1, we saw how Frisco was able to dominate, get so much more ult charge than him last point, I should say. Can he do the same here? Once again, PK0 taking so much damage with target focus. Yeah, so good. Ducklin's able to get the kill on Allegro. Flip-flop goes down to 1 HP. PK0 now dead as well. Hedwig able to finish that one off. Hedwig finding the headshot on the flip-flop. That just might be it. Can Frisco clean up with his hand? Only has to kill Hayes and Quasimodo, and that will be it. Allegro might have a touch. He does have a touch, but he does not have a second. No one else on his team has a second. Northeastern will win the second map as well.
Yeah, going 2-0. Getting to the next round, which honestly kind of expected from Northeastern there, but something to point out there is wow that like Frisco played so well there, but also PK0 tried pushing up, trying to stop him. But the rest of Northeastern kind of just went around him and went to the backline. Hunted down Allegro so early on. And after Allegro was gone, honestly it was just free shooting there for God, I'm blanking on names, I don't know why.
Which player was it? Or
the Widow.
The Widow, Allegro?
No, Allegro went down, which allowed
the other Widow, yeah.
the Widow to really
Not Ducklin.
play.
I'm blanking too.
Why am I blanking
really
today?
It's really funny.
Yeah. So next we will be having Flashpoint.
So either Servasa or New Junk City.
New Junk City, which honestly, with Maga not being as top tier as he was, thanks to that nerf, which got rid of his damage reduction for his overhealth, for his other teammates, probably won't be seeing. Honestly, I'm afraid to say it, but there probably will be.
Ramatra, Arisa, maybe.
Honestly, we'll probably see a Hazard Mirror.
Hazard.
I'm gonna be honest.
Boo.
Probably see a Hazard Mirror. If these teams played out of control, they're probably also gonna do it on.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
So we'll probably see a Hazard Mirror there. Maybe a Ram Mirror depending, but if it's Servasa, I'm almost guaranteed it's gonna be a Hazard Mirror.
Yep.
If not, New Junk City might be able to see the Urissa or their own come out. So we'll see what happens.
We wanna do some more character drawing while we wait for the next map.
Sure.
Let's do it.
There's not much else to talk about.
There's not.
That was a dominant showing from Northeastern. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and Kings Row is a map where you can talk about a lot. Saravasa, New Junk City, they're
bland.
Yeah, you play them.
You just honestly
you find offenders, you find surrounds, and you play them.
Yeah. First point is usually always the same. After that, it's randomized.
Yep.
Really, that's about it. There's not
Alright.
much else to say.
Oh, I drew Juno last. It's your turn to start.
Oh,
Gotta think of one.
oh, fantastic.
Gotta change my tier around. Hold up. Okay, we're stuck on something.
This is probably gonna be really easy.
Okay, cool. Okay. Volcano. So is it? No, it's not a volcano. It's a tree. All right. So it's Life Reaver. Okay. Cool.
Honestly, it's like the characters you know by just one word.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, that marker smells strong.
Yeah, 'cause it's new. You bought it.
I did, yeah. Hey, Miami has marker vending machines. That's crazy, by the way. Like, Can I say that?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
I mean, it ain't the Lego ones that were.
There's Lego vending machines?
Yes, that's a thing at an airport.
That's crazy.
That is a thing.
I need to see
I
that.
don't know why. Because who would just go to the Lego store that's in the mall that is connected to the airport?
Let me see if I can draw this well. I have a good idea for something. Oh, I got a color then. And then it's like
It's like our casters are drawing.
and then
We're doing Pictionary.
oh wait, actually I can draw a lot.
The Northeastern.
Are we getting spied on?
Yeah.
And it does like can that be seen? There we go, okay.
Yeah. Is this Susan?
Okay. That's a Suzu!
Okay,
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, because I saw the thing, I'm just like, what looks like a water balloon?
Oh
yeah.
It looks like a water balloon, exactly.
Yeah, eraser.
Yeah.
And the rest of the Miami squad is just like, what are you doing? Well, we talk about everything we can. It takes a while for the map picks.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them.
Hey, if you guys would hurry up, you know.
Yeah. But yeah.
Just gotta think.
Ah. Okay. Oh, yeah, this one's good. Gosh, we should bring things like that.
Toast. Rip. So, Reaper?
Yes.
Okay, nice, yeah, just die. Just, that's all you need to know.
My original idea was Soldier 76 and just 1 foot in the grave because he's like 70. But then I realized that's a little too much. If I do that.
He is getting there. Can I draw? Okay, this is interesting.
Sinatra?
No.
Oh, bad.
Not bad, no.
That was one down.
Oh, this is terrible. Ah, this would be easier. Shoot. Okay, that's really bad.
Bastion?
Not Bastion. This one, this is bad. Hold up. Where's the eraser at? I do this one
Does anyone
terribly.
know what this is? I see the window, I'm like, oh, it's bad. No?
Well, it's a. Okay, yeah, I guess you can say that's a. That could be one. Okay, let me do this. Doing it this way. Okay. Wait. I might be cooking. Hold up. And then there's like this is like where it comes from. Okay. And then yeah. Oh come on.
Okay.
Is there cooldowns? Is the cooldowns? Is this stuff? That's the alt.
Flag?
What is? I don't actually know what the alt symbol looks like. I can't think of it.
Is this brig?
It is brig. Yes.
Oh, that's whip shot.
Yeah, whip shot,
Oh.
shield bash, rally.
Rally, because I was trying to be like, what? Oh, it has a flag.
Yeah, because
Oh,
she puts the
great.
flag up. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh, I should have drawn her packs.
Well, then I would have guessed Torb, even though he doesn't really have those anymore. But I played Overwatch 1 so much.
Brig's a fun character. I've been learning a lot of Brig recently.
Ooh, I gotta go. Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
He's got a good one, guys.
Okay, we're gonna do this. And then it's like.
Okay.
So weapon.
It's a weapon. That's a pirate sword.
No. This is like.
Is it May?
Hi, James.
Is he gonna draw it?
No. God, I suck at drawing those. Hold on. So, handle.
Okay. Knife. Oh, Dark Queen.
Yes.
Oh, is that Carnage?
I tried.
Is that Carnage? What is that?
Once again, I'm a computer engineering major. I program this stuff. I don't draw it.
That's funny. Who is that? Okay. Yeah. Actually, draw it. Oh, it's bad. That's really bad. This is difficult. Hey, it looks easy. It's not, guys. I promise. I'm actually just gonna do this for a second. Okay. And good enough. And then
Mailbox.
mailbox. Mailbox is crazy. Okay. And then let me not draw that anymore. That was gonna be in that direction actually. So, like, let me see if I can draw this.
Oh god.
It's not at all what I wanted.
Oh, but it's.
It's not kind of what I wanted.
Oh wow,
This is good.
It's not like
Okay, and then draw this. Draw the weapon. Okay, there's the weapon. Very bad drawing of the weapon. And then it can either do this, or it can do like this.
This Roadhog?
No. So these. Okay, these. This is the weapon. These are CDs. This is the alt.
Ram?
No.
The
The alt kind of looks like this, and then it gets thrown. It gets thrown, and then it does like this. Yeah, it's a DPS.
It's a DPS.
Yeah.
Oh, it's May.
It's May.
Oh my god.
There you go. I feel like that's pretty good.
It is once I realized it was a DPS, because you drew that, I got thinking of healing.
Oh no, I was trying to be that's a very bad snowflake.
Oh.
It's a very bad snowflake. That's
What?
I don't know how to draw a snowflake.
Snowflake?
I don't know how to draw a snowflake.
That was
Did
a
you
symbol
have-
for life feature.
We know some map B-roll, so we get
Yeah.
to see if it's more about
Coin
that.
flip, which one is it?
Yeah, Servas or New Junk City. Let me just make sure I'm not tripping over my cables as I turn back around.
Show us that map.
Servasa! Woo!
Which honestly is probably the one played more.
So first point is
First point is the
Very fun.
It's that center one with the inside of the building.
yes. That's I don't know any of the points names. I just realized.
I don't either.
I
I know one's called Temple.
know there's that one, and that one.
I know there's one where it's an open area. After that, no idea.
The first point's interesting because there's a lot of ways to build surrounds, and
Yes.
a few amount of characters are actually able to get up on that high ground.
Yes.
Any wall climb characters can, a Genji, a Kiri maybe, if you have a really aggressive Kiri player.
Yeah.
Soj can slide up there,
Yeah.
either from stairs side or if she hits a super slide,
Yes.
which is where you do a space left shift space. Not easy to hit. It took me a while to actually learn how to do a super slide, but Soj can get up there as well. And taking that high ground, it's actually very hard to push players off that high ground because not many players can get up there.
Yeah. You really just have to pray that they poke out their head and you hit a shot at that point.
Yep.
Servasa is pretty much a map that, gonna be honest, a lot of Flashpoint is like this. It's ult economy.
Yeah.
It really is. That is the thing that
How well
decides
can
who
you kite?
wins these maps. How well can you kite an ult? How well can you save ults? How well can you win fights without an ult?
Yep.
It's all about the ults in this game mode.
I remember I was watching I think it was Ball State versus I don't quite remember who. Might have been Miami or Northeastern. A team ults, the other team just backs off the point, waits like 5 seconds, uses ults of their own, and it's just like, who can kite the ults better essentially. There's back and forth. The point is flipping, but no one's actually dying.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
you really
it's cool.
have to
I love seeing that like chess game kind of.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Is kind of just mental game all the way around, which is why it's very good not to int and
Yes.
get tilted
Yeah.
in these types of games. Because honestly, this level you have to be all on with your team, know what you're doing at all times, know that hey, if you die here, it's game over.
Yes. I wonder. We had a long break between B-roll and game last time, so I wonder if might have time for some. Even do like a hangman, like Overwatch. Overwatch Team Hangman.
Okay, we'll go with that one. That seems
Okay,
fun.
Overwatch Team Hangman. Let me cook something up really quick. Hold on. Let me think of something I can do. Okay, yeah, this is nice. We're gonna do da. Okay. Let's just what do we got? Let's get some letters going.
Just give it an E.
An E. Ooh. Uh-oh.
An I.
I? That's gonna be a good one.
Just going through the vowels.
Oh, I'm dumb. Don't worry about that.
O.
Oh. I'm just gonna do time marks. That might be too bad for stream.
Yeah. Yeah. U.
No U.
There's an S.
S? No S.
T.
No T.
Oh, good. An A.
A. There is an A. You guys at home know it?
Why am I blank? Is there an F?
There's no F. I can give you a hint if you want one.
Is this a map?
It is a map. Jelly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you spelled that wrong.
Did I really?
No, at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, at the beginning. I missed the letter.
It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, so Northeast and Frisco on the Queen. I'd love to see it.
Oh, Queen Doom. Okay. Not seeing Hazard Ram. That's already I'm happy. Already I'm happy.
And there is a swap in for Northeastern. Instead of having I almost said bird ring. That ain't bird ring. Oh my god.
Yes, so Moto is out for Osti, and then
Gooby's back in.
Yubi's back in, yes.
And then Zarya Gaming coming in for
Duckling.
yeah.
And Hedwig. Hedwig was a hit scam we couldn't think of earlier.
Yes. Let's see this first match. Going to market. Both teams running this Lucio Kiri again.
Very strong right now.
Yeah. And Hedwig though, the team that Northeastern's running might be a little bit better because
We have a pause. Oh, no, we're not pausing. Him a very viable target for Northeastern, but have to use Suzu to back out. Northern Illinois is getting a lot of good space here, and they're actually able to find two. Frisco though makes two with Carnage, so hold up. It's now even as the pop getting good.
that was
Wow.
What a position to play there.
Northern Illinois were able to find two. Frisco uses Carnage, gets two of his own.
Yeah,
And then we get a pause.
Frisco got punched off the point there for a while. That's how they was able to get those two picks. Because good on Gooby, just kind of zoning him out of the fight. And the minute Frisco comes back, he jumps off high ground, kills two very good priority targets. Because really, a lot of the time, the Tracers would have been doing a lot of the work in these past few games.
Smile, guys. You're on camera. Oh, it's not on. Oh no, hold on. I'll get a good picture of this. Alright, smile, cheese. Cool.
Yeah, both teams. Honestly, the Queen not a bad pick overall because Queen can really just kind of mess with Doom. Can't really like chase him down as much, but with her abilities, being able to pull him back with the knife, and also with the way that Carnage works with that perk, Queen was looking to be quite a very good character with those perks. Because 100% lifesteal on Carnage is wild. But at the same time, there's a lot of times that Queen you can't really play a lot because stuns do exist.
Yes, that's so true.
And also,
And we just go straight to the Gooby.
U-Hop right immediately, and we'll see what they can do. They get the first cap. Northern Illinois getting their first cap of the game.
Yeah, so Northern Illinois, they're down 2-0 on that map score, but they already have that first cap, and Flashpoint takes much quicker to control. As you see, it's already up to 20%. Gooby, though, has to get out on very low health. Gets that healing he needs. Now he has to come back in the fight because Northeastern, they have the respawns in. They're back, but Gooby's still low. Has to use that block, trying to live. Punching back in. Zarya gets Suzu. Actually, that's a huge Suzu. That punch definitely would have hit, and Gooby will fall to the left click of Frisco. Allegro on this high ground with the Sombra, trying to see if he can find some exit frags. Not going to be able to. Just use this translocator, gets out, and will live for the next fight.
That's going to be a switch over on the point to Northeastern University. very good there on Hedwig finding that intro pick onto Aussie with that headshot. Really kind of opened the door for the team to really collapse on the rest of Northern Illinois. And we already see Frisco already building that ult. You build ult so fast on Queen, especially into a team like this where you just kind of bully their bank. But Queen ult, you kind of have to play smart because you have to wait.
Oh, wow.
Allegro got hunted down.
Daria Gaming able to find the kill onto Allegro. Frisco finds the kill onto Hayes as well. That'll push Northern Illinois all the way back, as now Northeastern will have time to not only tie, but at least maybe even take the lead. As I said, that flashpoint goes very, very quickly.
That was
Just
a very
because Allegro
nice
got cut out.
there.
Yeah.
Hitting flip-flop there, getting that stagger was very good. Frisco has this God, I always want to call the ult carnage, but but something you have to be careful of as you have to wait for that too. So
Two kisses.
Ooh, very big fight here. Both contender rushes. It seems that he's looking for that ult on the side of Frisco. Really trying to get a little bit of a trade. Let it goes down. You have the TP. They do have that very good timing there on the side of flip-flop, popping that ult, getting that little safety. Flip-flop getting Hedwig, but Hedwig did manage to get the tank, and they're hunting it down. Frisco trying to make this fight work. Give me support with them. Will's gonna try here.
I'll get the flip, yeah.
Hayes does get the flip.
Yeah, so many ults used there. Sound barrier used by Hayes to counter the rampage of Frisco, so that's really good to save that sound barrier for the rampage, because not only is Suzu able to counter it, sound barrier does that very well. And Gooby and Frisco are able to find kills of their own. And Hedwig finds another one, so Northeastern looking to win this fight, and the sound barrier comes out. QG hop falls, but I don't know if North Illinois have it, because so much overhealth is what Northeastern has right now from that sound barrier. Frisco, though, gets punched into the wall. Does Northeastern have a touch from Gooby? Yes, he does, but he falls before any other backup is able to arrive, so Northeastern will take the first point here.
That was wonderful. Honestly, I want to point out there that target focusing from all of Northeastern. The minute that Curie or Flip-Flop poked out on Northern Illinois side on that last fight, literally poked out, tried to heal Gooby even a little bit, they just all collapsed on the Flip-Flop and just eviscerated immediately, allowing them to really just win that fight standard.
And no Suzu for Flip-Flop, going to fall to the deflect of Zarya. And Hayes falls as well. Aussie next, Gooby. So Northeastern, they're able to kill the Kiriko first. The rest of the team will shortly fall afterwards. And Allegro gets a little bit of a stagger by Hedwig as well. So Northeastern get the first cap here as well.
Yeah, wonderful there from Northeastern. They really played that well. Honestly, the aim from Frisco, I'm seeing, is probably his greatest quality here, along with his zoning potential and his positioning. But his aim on all the carries he's played so far has been wonderful. He's always hitting headshots, always hitting all the bullets on the character he's playing. Unfortunately, ooh, Hedwig. Hedwig with these shots is so strong.
Yeah, Hedwig just on this Cassidy, absolutely wreaking havoc. Remember, he recently got that buff. His fall off is less. So not only is he a viable pick in short range maps, in long range maps, in long range situations, he is able to be played because, and I'll tell you what, I've noticed it. Playing against Cassidy's, you can notice a damage difference. It is not minuscule. It was a pretty big buff to Cassidy. It makes him a real, not a troll pick anymore on long range maps. I'll say that. The Kitsune, though, does come out from Flip-Flop. North Illinois looking for some huge space here, although Frisco has the rampage and it will be used. Allegro just got the EMP online, though. Frisco, though, Shiro and Hedwig all able to find kills of their own. So that will be it for Northern Illinois. 2 points have been dropped. Northeastern now looking for not only the map point, but the match point as well. Northern Illinois have to find some answers. They do have EMP, and they're close to Meteor Strike and Sound Barrier, though.
Yeah, big ults coming out for both teams. See that Dragon Blade after
Oh, we see a quick EMP coming out from Allegro. Can Northern Illinois take advantage of this? Scooby's able to find the kill on the Frisco, but Hedwig is able to find the trade with that flash. So Zarya has that Dragon Blade, will invest it, and the Sound Barrier comes out as well. So Northeastern will be able to win the fight. I really like that aggressiveness from North Illinois. They planned Allegro to hide, use that EMP, and then just instantly rush on. They're able to find the first kill, but Gooby just wasn't able to stay alive in Northeastern with the fight.
There wasn't enough members of the middle there. And then, that's unfortunate for Gooby not getting that Sound Barrier. That's really bad. We'll see if anything happens here with this Meteor Strike.
Good punch.
big pick there from Allegro on the Hedwig. That's really their win condition on the side for Northeastern right now. Frisco doesn't spring off, it's kind of even. They really have to build something up here. Northeastern is coming up on ult, so how do we get ult? Frisco's 50%, and then, yep. Kitsune Rush comes out. He'll be falling super low. He barely has any health, just going up and down barely.
Yeah, Hedwig is back with that high noon, so that's going to be a very vital respawn for Northeastern. Although North Illinois do have current cap, and Hedwig's able to find the kill on Newbie. Frisco gets the kill onto Allegro as well. He is not getting shot at all. He is just, as Xander was saying, he's just standing still. No one is shooting him. So he's, wow. Wow, yeah, just able to stand there, get the damage he needs to, and Northeastern have that cap. They have less percentage because Northern Illinois were able to find the cap, but Northeastern does have the point secure right now, so it's Northern Illinois that has to be aggressive here. Yeah, we have their EMP and Kitsune Rush. They might have to invest in both of those. And it's fighting, and he's off the map! Gooby was booped off the map by Shiro! That might just be it! Hedwig pops the high noon. He pops the Deadeye. I don't know why. Already a fight one. Flip-flop, no Suzu. Can they stagger the Kiriko? This might be a huge kill if they can. Flip-flop able to get out. Has so many TPs now once his hands are first. And Zarya Gaming nearly gets staggered there from Northeastern. And the Rampage does come out from Frisco. The Sound Carrier comes out from Northeastern as well. So there's just so many ults going on.
Overtime, but no one's alive.
Yeah.
It's literally just Aussie. That's gonna be
nothing.
Ooh, we do have one final touch here, but God, Frisco with the aim with these knives. He just knows when to just not move. Like, I'm still so amazed that Frisco, for that entire second to last fight for that point, stood still on point and just shot people in the head.
Yeah, Northern Illinois had a lot of touches there, but they were kind of half-hearted touches. You know, get a touch and try to extend the game, but they didn't really have a fair 5v5 fight at the end there. Everyone was so staggered. You saw Allegro all the way at the end just getting there. Just didn't really have one last fight. We can see Hedwig here. I think this is 4K. Yeah, this is 4K in the Kitsune Rush. Had so much value throughout the entire game. Just gets crazy headshots. Popping the Deadeye, able to get Austin as well. And just Shiro cleans up with the melee. So that will be it. Northeastern 3-0 map victory onto Northern Illinois. That is it, folks. Tune in later.
Yeah.
Tune in later. So it's Ball State versus whoever wins against Miami and Western Michigan.
Yeah,
I believe
that will though be the A stream. The one after this, I think, is the Kent and what else was it? I can't remember. It'll be the Kent versus I can't remember the team.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that'll be the
Bowling Green.
It might be Bowling Green. Yeah, Bowling Green. But that'll be the next game of this. I unfortunately will be hopping out of here. This is my one stream for the day. I will be back in here tomorrow for I believe the semis. Or I believe so. So I believe you will be getting.
Yes, I will be back here 9 p.m. On this channel for ball. We're hoping we can make it Ball State versus if Miami. I don't know who won, but since there's two Ball State casters here for our 9 p.m. game, we're hoping we can get that game switched to this stream so that me and Wyatt can cast some Ball State together, which would be very fun for us. But there are no more streams here till 9 p.m. There's another game very soon on the ESC conference channel. So if you're you still want to watch some Overwatch, you still want to see some good ESC action, hop over to the ESC_conference Twitch channel. You can watch over there. And we do have one more look at the bracket before we send you guys away, so we can take a really quick look at that, and then you guys can.
It does seem that Miami University did 3-0
Nice,
WMU,
okay.
and it will be Miami versus Ball State. That seems to be a very good game.
Yes,
This is going to be honest here. Even though Ball State did 3-0 Miami back in the regular season, each game was close. It was 1-1, 3-2, and then I'd also think 3-2.
Yes.
On Flashpoint. It was very close games.
It was a 3-0 map score, but the maps themselves were close. Exactly.
Yes, it was very hot for both teams. NEU going on, so we will see what do. WMU falling down into losers round 2. Kind of has a better placement than NIU. NIU, if they really want to get to the finals, they're going to have to make a very long run.
Well, that will be it for us for the moment. You can hop back on this channel at 9 p.m. Or you can just go over right now, see Kent State versus Bowling Green. But for now, that will be it, and we will see you guys later.